Football League is on the air. Ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Columbus Aviators and our home team. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon.
And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3" quarterback.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
Now a first carry for their fullback.
How about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
2nd and 5. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. 60 yards. And the Armadillos are on the board first here in this division round matchup. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and it'll give his guys a 7-0 lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
Let's go.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, Edmonds. And he's got his man in stride, complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
And he just gets rid of it and throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. And he stopped immediately there. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and goal from the 1. He'll try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Aviators are an extra point away from evening this one up. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
A try here for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
A really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw here. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers. But in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. He'll look to throw. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the side.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to equal Matt Prater's record. It's a 64-yard attempt. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And in this first quarter of play, this will remain a tie ball game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. First and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edmonds got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. From the gun on third down, Edmonds. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And now out comes Houston. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout.
So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Here's second and 8. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line. A give to the fullback on the dive. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. And to give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Edmonds. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll work this forward for about 3 and 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
He finds his man complete. It's Harrington. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Harrington. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll set up a throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Breaks through the contact, and he's taken down inside the 30. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, get me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Back to throw again. He's got the connection to Cooper. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover it.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal. So a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
It's 2nd and goal, but now all the way back at the 14. They'll set up to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Armadillos are able to move back in front. And he just did get those feet in there on the side of the end zone. Well done.
Probably the exact size foot necessary, because I think if he had another half size, that catch doesn't count. And he's able to get it in, and it counts for a touchdown.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10.
this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down now, Maynard. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Edmonds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On 1st down, Edmonds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 38. And he caught it up. And this is picked up by the defense. Down the numbers. There he goes. Past the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line it.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
2nd and 15. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. On third down, Edmonds in trouble, and he's taken down. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to fourth down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. So they bring out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you're talking about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off at the 28.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Edmonds. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. To throw on second down. Edmonds. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Aviators are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Quite a show of arm strength right there. That was in the air for a long time, and it was on target, too.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is down to 4. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw here. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's NFC Divisional Round game. And you can see the result there. We'll move on now to check out the next-gen stats in that first half for our home team. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, on the other side, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting
touchdown. A great play there. 82 yards. And the Aviators are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And plenty to praise on the play, but this is also a bit of a breakdown defensively because you've got to be right on him when he makes the catch. Otherwise, he has the ability to really make you pay, and he does right there, picking up excellent real estate after the catch.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will tie our game here in the third. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
And he'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And on now is the punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Powers past him at midfield. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And a loose football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the rock.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. And now here's a carry heading left. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down. He'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Columbus's offense just about ready to go again.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. It doesn't always work out, though.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down, Edmonds. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker, complete.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Edmonds. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Aviators have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A drive there of just 4 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Houston set to take over.
And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Back to throw.
And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I think that time he just maybe held on to it a little too long, CD, because after a couple of seconds in this league, you know those defenders are coming.
And how many times do we talk about complementary football? And we're usually talking about, does the offense help the defense? Does the defense help the offense? I think in this case, does the quarterback help out his offensive line? You only have a certain amount of time to get rid of the football. They can only do so much. On this play, he took them to the limits.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for Houston.
It's now 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your court? Do you go right to turn? Pressure comes and down he goes. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd.
Well, when you see a quarterback retreating away from the line of scrimmage toward the other goal line like that, usually doesn't end well.
You're exactly right about that. Normally, if they're moving from side to side, they've got a chance maybe to get back upfield. He was trying to shake defenders and extend the play, but it doesn't work out very well for them at all. You need those extra yards on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Now you're digging a hole for your offense.
And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And it looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9.
Operating from the gun, Edmonds. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the bootleg. Edmonds. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down.
A CD, a little bit of feast or famine for him. He's had some success throwing the football, but also now he's been sacked 4 times.
Yeah, you just mentioned the 4 sacks, but you're right. He has managed to hang in there and make plays at times. His offensive line, they've got to figure it out and pick things up and give him more opportunities, and he has to help them by getting rid of the ball a little bit quicker as well.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Looking to throw. Edmonds. Going right side here, and that's complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 2 yards is all he'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the 2nd time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here.
And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So give them 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over? And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
Following the fumble recovery, Edmonds. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A good rally to the football, keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On second down, Maynard. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8. Back to throw, Edmonds. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Maynard. Oh, what a move.
105 yards on the ground for him so far. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, third and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Aviators are moving closer to a date now. The NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the math there, and at this point in the fourth quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Now for the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A drive that time of 6 plays. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here's Harris to return it.
And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. That's Harrington. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He sets to fire deep.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Edmonds. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. There to make the grab.
And the Aviators continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road.
Well, after their wild card round game last week, you and I said, wow, they played pretty well. Maybe they got a shot at keeping this one close. They've done more than keep this one close.
Yeah, they've made quite a statement, haven't they? And I don't know if it was the week off that hurt this defense, but they've been flat from the get-go, and that's always a coach's fear. Okay, you earn the open week, but you wonder how they'll respond with that extra time off.
And it seems like they've been running uphill all game. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And there is a lot of shock in the stadium. The top seed, the favorites, really getting handled thus far in this divisional round and getting close to a disappointing one-and-done scenario in these playoffs.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrington.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Harrington.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1. Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up 3rd.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
They'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. They'll set up a throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Back to throw again. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal.
Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And to give this time to the tailback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
This likely a must-have. 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd down
and got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of
the night. And the Armadillos are able to cut into that deficit.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for two. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is.
They tried to get two and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And it looks like this one won't work out. Ham's team able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
It's now 4th down.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here's Harris to return it. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go!
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. It certainly has not been the outing that they envisioned on their home turf in the divisional round of the playoffs, and they have been pushed around, and now their backs against the wall.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. Now the try here for the point after. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none.
And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Columbus's offense just about ready to go again. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And they will take a knee here. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready, because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.